I can tell you the first thing that comes to mind when I see IRL streamer arrested live for doing the unthinkable. I can tell you, I'm thinking that she did some very naughty acts. That's probably not what happened. Let's find out. What'd she do, Atozy?
This IRL streamer just got arrested for hitting a random woman with a paintball gun while live streaming herself doing so.
29-year-old Amaris Sampson, more commonly
Okay.
known by her Kick username Zena the Witch, was arrested Wednesday night around 10 p.m. On Saturday, August 9th,
Hold on a minute. I
Sampson
heard a little bit about this from PKA. PKA talked about this a little bit.
is seen in a live stream shooting a random person with a paintball on the trail near Lady Bird Lake.
And it's safe
Why?
to say the punishment she received from this platform might be one of the funniest we've seen on this channel, because honestly, it almost feels like a bad joke. And honestly, not really to anyone's surprise, this whole mess was a part of Ice Poseidon's streaming event, because in recent years he's been collecting the biggest influencer morons like their Infinity Stones for his own content. And while some could argue, hey, well, this was an open...
Yeah, he just like did this whole Saw event. It was like the movies, the Saw movies. He basically did that. It was like a worse fish tank.
Then anyone can compete here, he at least gravitates them towards himself. And if you've been around this channel for a while now, you probably know who he is. He was one of the largest streamers back on Twitch, had a very controversial career, ended up getting banned permanently, and then went over to kick.com to continue his controversial career. But
by the way, scammed his fans. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Crypto rug pull. Nothing happened to him.
recent years, he's been hosting all sorts of Hunger Games style streamer competitions and other stuff, and they normally spiral into chaos. It's basically been one single month since some chaotic
and people love to watch people spiral into chaos and get themselves hurt, get arrested, be fucking absolute degenerates. People just gravitate toward content like that, and Ice Poseidon knows it, and he cashed in on it, and it's disgusting.
Has happened on a stream that we covered here on this channel, but today we're back with a new low.
He said it! He said it!
And honestly, in a similar fashion to the other one, this isn't really his fault.
As we say on this channel, anytime there's a situation that nothing is done, it always gets worse. Always.
Before we dive into what happened, meet Amaris Sampson, a 29-year-old woman who goes by the name of Zena the Witch on Kick. She was one of about 90 streamers participating in this new scavenger hunt event. And it's safe to say,
imagine being that desperate as a streamer that you're going to be going to an Ice Poseidon event. Like, are you serious? Like, do you want your career to never take off?
she's not someone you would call a first-time offender when it comes to controversial streaming content. She's actually been featured here on this channel before, because Zena has been building her reputation in the IRL streaming space for a while, and it's safe to say she's made some pretty dumbass decisions. Arguably, the paintball incident isn't like an isolated moment of poor judgment.
I would have never saw that coming.
Because in January
this isn't her only dumb incident.
Argument with an Uber driver, he pulled the car over in the middle of the street, and both Zena and her friend got out. Then Zena's friend recorded herself grabbing the driver's phone and tossing it into the street. I remember this.
Holy shit! What? Small world. Small world. I remember this.
I broke that. Let's go.
I mean, that's just completely pathetic. But then she herself randomly sucker punched this Norwegian streamer by the name of Don Patrick in his head completely out of nowhere during a Jack Doherty broadcast.
Okay. Of course, a Jack Doherty. Dude, all these degenerates are fucking connected.
Oh my
And while the first one's outrageous and the second one is scummy, the most recent thing might just be the dumbest and most outright cruelest thing that she's ever done on her stream.
Why?
So what happened? Well, earlier this month, Austin police started getting reports about streamers running around the city with paintball guns. And it all came to a head when someone got hurt. A woman was just...
Who thought this was a good idea? Ice Poseidon? Who else? This is fucking retarded. Of course this was going to end in chaos when a bunch of degenerate streamers are running around with paintball guns for a challenge for Ice Poseidon.
going about her day near some paddleboard rentals on South Lakeshore Boulevard in Austin, Texas, when she suddenly just got hit with a paintball fired at her by a random stranger.
That's
The victim had to
fucking
go to the
retarded.
emergency room and file a police report because, well, it's no surprise that being hit by a paintball is not your ideal way to spend your Saturday afternoon. But the police classified this assault with injury, and it didn't take long for them to conclude that it was connected to the scavenger hunt in Austin, Texas. Now, unlike the Last Man Standing event, Ice Poseidon's scavenger hunt is a citywide competition where essentially any streamer can just join this competition, collect these 50 hidden RFID tags, and have a chance of winning $30,000. It's a complete open invite, and it became chaotic, to put it lightly. And for some reason, all of these IRL streamers started acting like the city of Austin, Texas was their own private Rust server. And this is the second season of the event.
And dude, that's what Johnny Somali did with Korea. That's what Vitaly did with the Philippines.
And just for a recap, the biggest incident of the first event was when Natalie Reynolds convinced what seemed to be a homeless woman to jump into a lake for $20 that she never paid.
Scanner
That
that you need
was-
to look for in the water.
That was part of this?
Yeah.
What if I drown?
I'm scuba certified. You should jump in. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready?
Oh, you said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
I can't swim. I can only float. Sorry, I didn't know.
Fast forward to this year, we have multiple streamers running around South Lakeshore Boulevard for some reason carrying paintball guns. According to them,
Yeah,
this
that's not
was
good.
to
That's fucking
protect
retarded.
themselves. Okay, and I guess that's one questionable thing, but it got worse when Zena decided to do this.
Adriana!
Now, I can't show the moment she fired the paintball, but you can use your imagination and clearly see she tracked that woman, and this was no accident.
Yeah, that was 100,000% on purpose.
Sorry.
That's a real worker you almost shot at.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a real worker you.
I don't know.
Wow.
This was simply for her own
Wow.
amusement. And to make the situation even worse, when called out by another woman who was with her, instead of taking any kind of responsibility and immediately, checking
she
if
just
anyone was
cackles.
actually hit and maybe apologizing, she just doubled down and said she didn't care. Wow, what a great person.
Whoa.
Where did she shoot you?
Damn.
Do you know who it was?
Can you please turn that off?
Yeah, I just wanted to get the evidence because I can.
It's one of the girls.
Yeah, Amira Sampson. She's the one who shot you.
Now, obviously, this woman had nothing to
Damn.
do with the scavenger hunt and nothing to do with streaming, and certainly did not consent to being fired at with paintballs.
filmed.
And we actually got the aftermath of the situation recorded by the streamer Benny.
Yeah, she probably just wanted this whole thing to just not happen and just to go away and all these people to go away.
Mac.
They're doing it around the public. They're doing it around members of the public. It's utter bull.
Who did? Can you please call the cops?
Yeah. What's your name? Where did she shoot you?
And it's kind of interesting because when Benny arrived and started trying to figure out who was responsible for hitting her with a paintball, the response from the other streamers in the area was basically to act like they were the victims. Hello? Because they went on to say they only had paintball guns to defend themselves from other people with paintball guns, and definitely not the friendliest of tones. And when Benny said he wasn't very comfortable with that, one of them were like, "How are you intimidated by us?"
Just so you know, this guy's got a paintball gun over here.
I'm not shooting.
Yeah, she just got shot in the thigh by one of your team.
Just one of the girls.
And this is a member of the public. Well, why have you got a paintball gun?
What the f- you gonna do about it?
Why are you coming at me like? I'm just
What
asking
the
a member of the
fuck?
public.
Hey, man, that
Please
is
do not come
assault.
near members
That is actually assault.
of the public aggressively with firearms.
You're accusing him of shooting her.
No, I'm just saying why.
He's got a case
I'm
there.
just wondering why you've
That was
got
an
a paintball
obvious
gun.
case of
We
assault.
defend ourselves from the other people with paintball guns.
Okay.
Is that fair? Yeah?
I don't think it's fair, not in public.
Okay, you're retarded.
Okay, well, this member of the public just got hit by a paintball.
We didn't shoot her. Did we?
Then why are you intimidating people with weapons in public? You intimidated me.
How? I'm walking towards you. You just a.
Benny, shut up.
You just a.
No,
Yeah, you are.
I'm a member of the public.
Dude, this guy is
Again,
the bitch.
hello? I didn't realize it was possible to be this socially unaware.
Right?
I'm walking towards you.
With like, dude, oh man. I mean, he's involving himself in this event for $30,000 that's hosted by Ice Poseidon. Like, these aren't the smartest people. They're fucking retarded.
Dude, I mean, what was that? Like, hey guys, could you not shoot random people
Yeah,
with
he's just a
paintball
fucking.
guns? Oh, you
The violent retard has a paintball gun.
just a Like, what kind of response is that? Oh, well, in that case, please continue to
Yeah,
live stream
you're just a bitch, while he walks toward the guy with a weapon.
yourself committing crimes. What an insufferable crowd. On Twitter, Zena initially tried to deny that she was the one who fired the paintball, which is pretty bold, to put it lightly, you know, considering
it's on
the
the
fact that
internet.
she live streamed herself doing it. But
yeah, and it got clipped.
Thankfully, she started to realize that she couldn't deny something that she live streamed herself doing.
It's
so
fucking
she then
retarded.
Changed her story to claim, oh, it was just an accident, and she
that doesn't
being
work
so
either.
reckless in the future. Also,
like, we can see the clip, it was not.
I hit up Ice because I was extremely confused about why this whole paintball situation was a thing.
Did he
And apparently
respond?
he told the contestants that nobody should be using them and confirmed they brought it themselves. So I guess these streamers are just harassing civilians with paintball guns for sport. Like, there's no upside for them to do this other than their own entertainment and content. But that really shows you what kind of people they are. And it didn't take long
anything
for
for
police to end up
content.
identifying her, which, you know, isn't surprising when someone commits a crime on camera and broadcasts the evidence to thousands of viewers.
Yeah, get her
But
and
the
that black
investigation
dude.
confirmed what everyone could already see in the footage, and they moved forward with pressing 3 charges. And the
Good.
charges were assault with bodily injury, deadly conduct, and out-of-county misdemeanor. Now, the arrest itself turned into a whole moment in itself because it played out live on Shuby's stream.
Shit,
and if
really?
that guy rings a bell, yeah,
All right.
we covered him on the channel before as well, because he was the genius behind breaking into a police training facility while live streaming it in Fairfax County, Virginia. If you
Yeah, all these people are fucking retarded and they're all connected.
know anything about that place, it's like Fed Central and one of the highest funded police forces in the nation. So it's safe to say this is not the first time arrests have been made on Shuby's stream. At least this time it wasn't him though.
Why are we getting pulled over?
Is that a rifle?
It's a paintball gun.
Okay, just leave it there.
Zena, do you need a lawyer?
Damn.
Do you need a lawyer?
I have a lawyer.
Okay, you're all good.
And her mugshot was released shortly after, confirming that she'd actually been booked and was facing serious consequences for paintballing a
Good.
woman in the paddleboard rental. But the funny part
Good.
is, while police were looking for a document,
I am so glad that we're finally doing something about these streamers and like these pranksters out on the streets. Like, we weren't doing anything back in the day whenever the prankster YouTubers were a problem. I mean, some of them got charged, but overall, nothing was really done. And things are actually starting to get done because they moved on to live streaming, where you can actually see everything that they're doing. With the prankster YouTubers, you couldn't see everything that they were doing because they would cut out all the bullshit that they were doing and only put up the good stuff.
a viewer in Shuby's chat donated $2 just to snitch on her through TTS out loud.
Oh, it's in the
Hi, officer. The passenger is a wanted felon for assault. She's the streamer the news was talking about. Amara Sampson. Check her out. She is a career criminal.
The whole Twitch TTS
Fucking
thing with the IRL
based.
streamers is just such an interesting phenomenon
Yeah,
because on
it's
like
crazy.
normal desktop streamers, TTS is normally like, you know, just meant to chime in. But on IRL streamers, TTS notifications come in to like essentially mess with the streamer or make their lives like miserable. TTS
Or, in the case of Asian Andy, make a squatter's life miserable and make him a lot of money. Yeah, the TTS thing is crazy.
people either want them arrested or to get into some altercation. But what's even funnier is how Kick
it's
decided to
absolute
respond to the
cinema.
situation, because instead of giving her a normal warning, they just
People like to be entertained and they like it when idiots get arrested.
suspended her account indefinitely. Or, well, not
Fucking
quite.
good.
They actually just banned her for 999 years, which is essentially indefinitely. But according to the platform, and as Shuvi showed, her account is set to be restored on August 12th, 2024.
Yeah, she showed me how long she got banned for, but she doesn't want me to say. Hold on, I'm trying to convince her to make it public, bro. She's being scared. Alright, I'm gonna just show y'all this. This is how long she's banned.
That's a long
I
time.
mean, she played herself.
Can't
here.
wait to see
And
her
now,
come
just
back.
recently on August 19th, 2025, Zena actually called in during a live stream by She's So Icy to announce that she will be heading back this week. But she didn't give any real details if she's actually been officially released by the authorities or if she managed to bail herself out. But either way, she made it clear that she's on her way out. According to her, though, she's done with live streaming, which makes sense considering that she's been banned for 1,000 years. And honestly, if you're banned on Kick, good luck existing anywhere else.
Hi,
Right,
everybody.
yeah.
Obviously, I will be home this week. You know, I'm chilling. I got everybody in here. Basically, you know, they rub my feet, they braid my hair. You already know how it is. And no, I'm just kidding. But no, it's pretty chill in here. I'm vibing. Ready to go home to my cats. You know, the home is good. The friendship is good. The family is good.
Yeah, she is definitely coping.
Good.
She is
Other than
not
the
having a
fact
good time.
I'm on this little fender bender, but you know,
A little fender bender, a little oopsie.
That's how you think of traumatizing a person and causing bodily harm on a person. Like, okay, what an actual garbage person. What the fuck?
Be on top, so even when I'm on the bottom, I'm still a top bitch.
And that's right.
I don't really have anything else.
So she deliberately fired a paintball at someone, calls it
Wait, hold on. She called herself a top bitch, which is a term that a pimp uses for his most valuable whore. So she's calling herself a prostitute, which, hey, I'll take it. Anything for content, right?
a fender bender.
That's probably where
and
she's
then
going to be now because she's not going to be live streaming. She's going to have to go to OnlyFans, become a prostitute.
claims she's still on top, but she's in jail because she didn't post a 10K bond. So roughly $1,000 through a bail bond agency and she's free, but she didn't post that. So it must suck to be so clearly in the wrong that not even any of your rich kick friends would even want to bail you out. But hey, I guess that's just life sometimes. It sucks to suck. Optimistically,
that's
though, with
just
Zena
life.
facing potential legal consequences and a lifetime ban from Kick, we might think this would serve as a warning to other creators about the consequences of putting random people at risk for entertainment. But we just came out of Johnny Somali's trial, and based on the history of IRL streaming and the general trajectory of these content creators, that's probably never going to happen. Let's be real. And also, if you want to see us traveling to South Korea for the trial, you can click on that video right here, as we've spent a week of our lives making this, and I feel like it's a crazy story. But other than that, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video with...
Man, Atozy's so awesome. I love his content. I got him linked down there in the description. Oh, man, all these people, all these streamers, these IRL streamers that are connected to Ice Poseidon, all these degenerate streamers, they gotta go. They need to be laughed off the internet. They need to be humiliated so bad that they never return. But a lot of them, I think, have a humiliation fetish, and that drives their viewership even more because people like to watch degenerates be degenerates. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications if you want to see degenerates keep getting arrested.